Hi, welcome back to Cheyenne Wyoming Urban Gardener. This is Debbie, and we are going ahead and getting apart our broccoli today and potting them into the next size pot. So it's going to go from this to looking like this. So as you can see right now, I have started on at least two of them, and I've gotten this one up potted. This one looks great. Nice, strong broccoli. This one's a little bit shorter, so we're going to hope that it comes out the way it should. So I'm not real sure why it's a little bit shorter, but it is. And this one will be the next one that we're working on. As you can see, I'm starting to get some of the soil down in the base, as well as this one. And you want to try to keep as much of the soil around the root base of broccoli and cabbages and brassicas that you can when you are up potting them, because they do not like their roots being disturbed. So what I try to do is to just not disturb the roots as much as possible. And then I just take as much of the soil with them as I can. Even though this is the same soil that we've pulled from, it gets a little bit different when they're being watered and things like that. So they don't like when there's a big change in soil. So we're going to get those up potted, and then we will start moving those back into the growing room. These came from the growing room, which is just the south-facing window, no special lights or anything like that. Wonderfully healthy looking plants. These are a little bit more spindly because these were in the dark. They were kind of shaded out by the larger broccoli. But if I go ahead and up pot these, or actually I'm just going to leave these in this pot and just kind of put them down a little bit deeper and a little bit more soil up on the stem, they should pull out of that. A couple of these look okay. These were newer seedlings, so they're a little bit more behind some of the other ones because I went back and planted a few more. But I don't need a whole lot of broccoli. My garden space is not huge. So what I do is I do about 6 to 8 broccoli plants and about 6 to 8 cauliflower plants. I just started my cauliflower seed for the second time. The first time around, if you had seen in a previous video, the seeds did not come up, and I'm not real sure why. They were new seeds, so there was pretty much zero germination quality on them. Everything else I've had almost 100% germination quality, including these broccoli, as you can see. I had way too many in this little four-piece container. I expected 2 in each container partition to come up, and actually I plant 4 seeds in each partition just to make sure that I get good germination, have enough plants, and all 4 of them came up in every single cell. So that's what we're doing right now, is just getting that separated out and getting these into the larger pots. I have 2 of these trays, but I'm only going to use 1 of them today, and then we'll get them back over into the growing area. And I wanted to go ahead and give you a quick update on all of the seedlings that we have started so far. My artichokes have definitely really taken on some life. This kind of happened overnight, really. They just kind of popped on out and are doing their thing. Of course, we're waiting for 3 more to go ahead and pop up. This was the cauliflower, like I said, that I had planted before. I did have 2 came up out of those, and you can see 1 right there that's really, really tiny. And this other one looks pretty healthy, but I did go ahead and plant some more seeds in here to see if we can go ahead and get those started. The yellow pear tomato seedlings are looking amazing. Look at that. They're actually looking like little tomato plants now. I did go ahead and just backfill some more soil in there. I am having a little bit of an issue with some fungus gnats this go around, and I think it might be the potting soil that I picked up. It's not a huge issue so far. I've only seen a couple, and I've killed them when I've seen them, and I haven't noticed any more hatch, and it's been a couple of weeks that I've been seeing these. So I think that they have been inoculated as far as not being able to reproduce. However, I am seeing a couple of them flying around, and I did get one of them killed today, and I have seen one more just flew up a second ago. So I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can trace that one down and kill it. But they haven't really done anything to the plants. I haven't seen anything out of the way, out of the ordinary for them. So I'm not too worried about it. And here's the other yellow pear tomato. I had 4. of yellow pear tomatoes. That's all we need because these go in containers. All of my Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes are coming up. Right here, I had gotten that suggestion. I think it was off Suburban Homestead or Wyoming, Arizona for the Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes, but they're all coming up, and we will get those up potted as soon as we see those true leaves come on. And then again, these are the baby leaves, we call them, and the true leaves will be the ones that come up in the center, and the plants will look more like that. So once they have those center leaves, then we will go ahead and get those up potted. Or actually, I'll just thin them out since the pots that they are in are kind of the up pot already. So that is that. And here is the giant tomatillos. They are looking amazing as well. Definitely getting their third sets of leaves now. This one is a little bit behind the others, but it is catching up. So that is what your giant tomatillos will look like. And those were up potted a while ago. And the marjoram marjoram for me is a little bit slower to grow, but it is definitely growing. I've got 3 plants in there. I did go ahead and plant a few more seeds in there, so we'll see if I get those to come up. But I am thinking about going ahead and just kind of trying to work some soil around these marjoram just to make them a lot more healthy. And I did have all of my leeks come up. These are the King Richard leeks. They're an early variety. So all of those came up, and I will start giving them a haircut. They call it a haircut. Pretty soon you just take your scissors, or you can just pinch it off the top. About 2 inches, 3 inches down on each of those leaves. And then they will start thickening up. I haven't seen anything as far as peppers go, but again, peppers take about 21 days to start sprouting. These have only been in about 2 weeks, so I should be seeing something pretty soon. It's 14 to 21 days. It took a little bit longer last season, and I think it's just because of we keep our temperature inside of the house at 70 to 72 degrees. So they really want about 75. But I did have 100% germination last season, so I'm not too worried about that. And I can always, if they do not come up for some reason, go and get a few plants. But really hoping those seeds come up. But I'm expecting that they will. I've got the giant Marconi in there, the Keystone resistant giant peppers. And most of these are going to be bell peppers, King of the North pepper, and then a sweet long pepper, which is kind of like a banana pepper. And then I'm still waiting for the onions to come up. I've got a few up in here, but I need some more showing up. And again, that was an experiment. I've not really done onion seeds to begin with. I'm mostly either done onion sets or onion slips, and I can always get onion slips or onion sets if those do not come up. And I did pick up a couple of bags of onion sets already, and the only reason I did that is because I saw some Stuttgarter onions, and I have not seen those anywhere here before. And those are really good onion that a lot of Amish grow that are really nice and big. So I wanted to try those out. All of my seedlings up here will be up potted very soon. I've got the red cabbage the red cabbage has pulled it out. There is so many red cabbage in there. And my early round Dutch is looking amazing. These are the plants that you want to see. Just really, really healthy. And I do have some more of the super sauce tomatoes that I'm going to have to up pot pretty soon. We're getting our second leaves on those. So we've got 6 more seedlings, I think, in there, maybe 7 to up pot. And then, of course, these are the ones that I have already up potted. And this is the super sauce tomatoes. Looking amazing, beautiful, healthy plants. We've got thirds and sometimes fourth sets of leaves going on these so far. Looking just absolutely healthy. And again, this is a south-facing window. There are no special lights. This is a ceiling, as you can see. We have one light in here, and it's up here, and it is not a growing light. It's just an LED bulb. And this is where we keep all of our winter plants and house plants and all of that. So that is what you see. And of course, you can see some of my supplies down here. We've got some macrame and some more pots. I keep all of my clamshells down here on the bottom shelf of my one of my other growing racks. I just cleared off another shelf here because I'm going to start some more seeds. And yeah, it's looking amazing. I'm really happy this year with what I'm seeing as far as germination and the seedlings and how healthy they are. It's looking amazing. So anyway, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see notices on new videos as they come out. And I have had a lot of new subscribers that are from the Cheyenne, Wyoming area. There's a couple of groups that I'm in, and they've asked some growing tips. So I'm hoping that you're getting some growing tips out of this. And if you have any idea and you're in Cheyenne, you know what the pencil house is. We live in the pencil house, and it's on 17th. So anyway, it's looking great. We will see you in the next one.